In this video, we are going to take an example where we are maintaining the stock at different godowns or multiple locations in a same city on different locations, 3 different locations. So in the New York, I am maintaining the stock in Times Square. I have the godown there. I have the godown in Central Park, and I have the godown in Brooklyn Bridge as well. So let's see how we can maintain this record. First of all, if you want to switch the company, I'll just click on company on our right and click on select the company. And this time I'll take the example in Elite Traders, since this is a fresh start, and I want to show you the example of how we can create it first at multiple locations, just for the sake of your reminder. And also we will buy some stock in different godowns and we will sell some as well, so that we can properly extract the reports. So to create multiple locations from the masters, we click on create, and from here click on location, and the main location already exists. So if you want to alter that, you can, but otherwise you can create a new one. So create a new one. I can write here that the main location is New York. Or what you can do is, if you want to alter the existing one, let's alter the existing one and let's say that it's in New York. It's not the main location, it's New York. So it's the primary location. Click yes. And now let's click on location again. And now I want to create the new one because the New York already exists. And now my first location is Times Square. Just paste it here. And it comes under New York. Hit accept. Next location is Central Park. Right here, hit enter. It comes under New York. Accept. Next one is Brooklyn Bridge, and it also comes under New York. Hit accept. And now my locations are all set. What I want to do is just create a new inventory item. Go to create from masters and click on stock item. And from here, I can just take an example of a simple product. Let's say bottles, or let's say water bottles. And this is a new category. I'll just write here water supplies. It's in each. And I want to store 300 as an opening quantity, but at different locations. In the Times Square, we have 100 and it's of $5, or let's say $3. In Central Park, we have 100, $3. And in the Brooklyn Bridge, we also have 100. So rate is 3, which makes the total to $300. So overall $900 is the total as an opening quantity. Control A and hit accept. Now the opening quantity is saved. Let's see how we can purchase it in multiple locations. So if I want to purchase it in multiple locations, I'll click on transactions and click on vouchers, and let's purchase it. Let's say that we are purchasing it from Albert. Ignore all of these details. In the ledger, purchase ledger, I can just select the purchases, but otherwise if you want to create a new one, just hold alternate C, press alternate C here, and the configuration is pretty simple. Just put the purchases in the name, and under it goes in purchases as well. Press Control A, and that's how you save it. And after that, this is the water bottles that I want to purchase. Not applicable. List of orders not applicable. And first of all, I want to purchase it in New York. Let's say I want 100 of them, or let's say I want 50 of them, just to make it different. And tracking number is not applicable if you want to continue purchasing it in different locations as well. Otherwise, if we click on end of list, I'll just return to the main screen. So click on not applicable again. And now I can purchase it in new location as well. That is Central Park. I want 80 here, and not applicable. And in the Brooklyn Bridge, I want 130. 30, let's say 130. So overall, this is what we require. End of list will return us to the main screen. So this is the overall quantity, and that's how you can purchase it in a single reference or in a single invoice for all the locations. So narration, I can put any narration here. Bought bottles for different locations and hit enter. Now let's say I want to sell that as well. So let's go to sales and let's say I am selling it to Daniel. Just ignore all of these details, and that's what we configure it in sales. If you don't have the sales ledger configured, it's very simple. Just hit alternate C and just name it as sales. Under it goes in sales account, and that's pretty much it. Control A. And we want to sell the water bottles now. Not applicable, not applicable. And we want to sell it from all the locations. Let's say that we are planning to sell from New York and we are selling 30. We purchase it at $3 and we are selling it at 4.5, and not applicable if you want to send it in some other locations as well, or sell out from other locations. So the next one is Times Square. Actually, it's not New York. Actually, it's from different locations. This is from Times Square. And this is from Central Park. This is 40. Not applicable, not applicable. And the next one is from Brooklyn Bridge. And this is 7. End of list. And we can similarly put the narration right here, put a new reference, hit enter. And we can put sold bottles from multiple locations. Now it's not compulsory that you sell from all the locations. We can take an example again where we are selling to Matthew and we are selling from the godown of Brooklyn Bridge. So Brooklyn Bridge, we are selling 15 out of here, and that's it. End of list. And that's how you can sell from single location. So new reference, hit enter, keep entering until you go on the narration, and sold bottle from Brooklyn Bridge location, hit enter or press Ctrl A. Now let's extract the details report. I'll just click on display more reports and click on inventory books. And from here, we click on locations. Now, if you want the complete New York report where all the inventory is stored, I'll just click New York. And here we can see all the details. We have the Brooklyn Bridge quantity in total. We have the Central Park quantity and the Times Square quantity. We have the car parts as well, but because that goes in the main location, that's why it is confusing here. But just ignore that. We have some water supplies showing right here. So anyways, we will adjust this later on. But let's say that I want to check the report of a particular location, that is Brooklyn Bridge. So just double click here. It will take you to the details of it. So the total quantity and rate and all the details. If you want to see further, just double click again and it shows you again the details or rate. Just double click again and it will show you the complete report in a particular month, how much quantity is inward at what value and how much quantity is outward and at what value, and the closing balance of here. And if you want to show the profit, you can click on show profit and it will show you the profit as well. So the inwards were 390 and the outwards were whatever you sold is at 99. So whatever profit you make with the price difference is here. If you want to hide profit, you can click here again, click on double click. And again, if you double click again, you get the individual purchase and sales detail for a particular vendor or from a particular customer. So all inwards, outwards and closing balances are showing right here. And again, if we click again on a particular one, it will ultimately take you to the main voucher. So that's the power of Tally. You can see how many type of reports are here. Now let's continue with the earlier example where I wanted to adjust this, the car parts and water bottles. First of all, let's adjust the car parts. Since it goes in the main location and I have just changed the name of the main location to New York, that's why it's showing right here. So click on alter and click on the stock group and click on car parts, and it goes under primary. Let's create a new group and call it cars, stock group. Okay, and stock category, we have not created any stock category, so all this goes in car parts. Let's check now. Display more reports, statement of inventory books, locations, and let's click on New York. Car parts are still showing. I'll just change the car parts. Okay, just right here, New York. I'll just combine it. Okay, just change location. Now for the car parts, if I want to adjust that so that it won't show it there, I'll just click on alter and go to the locations and click on New York and just set it back to main location. Control A, and we will create a new location now, and that is New York separately. That comes under the main location, but that's how we create it. And then we will adjust all the other locations. Brooklyn Bridge, it comes not under main location but in New York. Again, Central Park comes under New York, and again Times Square comes under New York. So now if I extract this display more reports and go in the inventory books and then eventually go to the location wise summary, now if I click on New York, I will only see this 3 locations right here, and that's how you correct it. So anyways, this is how you can maintain the stock overall details. Also, we do have the auto column feature. You can extract the daily report of all the inwards and outwards. Now, if you want to check the summary report of an overall area, let's say for New York, from the locations, just select New York and directly click on monthly. So what it will do is it will show you the total inwards and outwards for all the locations that you have. So similarly, if I want to see it for another location on a specific location, just I have to go in that particular location and then click on monthly so that we can see that specific region report of inwards and outwards in total. And like I said, that if you want to see the day-to-day report or month-by-month report, you can click on auto column and then you can specify it right here, and you are able to see a detailed version of it just like that. As you can see, it's showing it on all dates, and that's how you can manage the Godowns feature in Tally Prime. Just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.